Hey guys, Daryl here from DJ's Workshop. Today I'm looking at my air conditioner on my fifth wheel camper here. We've been noticing when running it that we were getting some drips after a little while inside the camper. Now I know it's not a water leak from the rain because it was perfectly dry when we were running it. So what happens is there's a drip tray underneath the condenser that collects the water and has a couple of drain holes that drain it off. Well, what happens is these drain holes will plug up. So let me show you what that's all about. Okay, so here's the drip tray, and these are the holes that tend to plug up. Now what I did was I drilled them out a little bit bigger because the factory holes are kind of small and it doesn't take much to block them up. So I drilled out both sides, cleaned the panel out, and now we got to reinstall it. So basically what I had to do was take this this whole thing apart originally and then lift up the condenser and remove the tray from underneath. Just be careful because you do have tubes and wires and stuff. You don't want to be yanking on that kind of stuff. The filter is right there for the inside. You can change that now if you wanted to, or you can do it from the inside. So I'm going to stick this tray back in there, get this thing reassembled, and then we'll see if it drips anymore. Okay, got the drip tray back in there. So I think what happens is, as the condensation comes down off of the condenser, it fills up into the tray down here. But when it gets full, because it's clogged up, where's it going to go? It just overflows right over this lip and goes down in. And that's where your dripping comes from. So, I mean, it's supposed to run down into this tray, and then it'll flow out. There's different holes. You can see the hole here where it can drain out. I mean, there's different holes on the plate. So it drains out through the pan, through the drain hole, and then we'll come out and just roll off. So let's button this thing back up and see if that makes a difference. Okay, so when putting it back together, you want to put these side plates back on. There is a screw here which attaches to the condenser, so you want to make sure you put that one in there. You don't want this thing flopping around on you. Okay, so we'll get these side panels screwed on, and then we'll flip the top back up and zip that on. Okay, side covers are on. Now we're just going to take this piece, flip it back over, and then we'll secure that down, and then we can put the other cover back on. Okay, so we got the cover back on. There's a whole series of screws that hold this thing on, so you got to make sure you put those all in, both sides. This cover here does come off. It's an access panel. You just want to make sure when you put it back, you tuck it underneath this lip here. Okay. So while you got it apart, might as well give it a look in here, make sure everything looks okay. Spin the fan. Sounds good. The motor's quiet. It's not making any noise. That's good. I don't see any nests or anything in here, so should be all good. All right, so we're going to put the cover back on, bolt it up, and we'll go inside and run the AC. Okay, so we've had the AC running for a little while now, and I'm not seeing any drips. It's blowing out nice cold air. So far so good. Maybe we'll take a look up on the roof and see if we can see the water draining out from up there. Alright, well I think that solved our problem. Hope that helps you guys. Okay, you can see the water is rolling off fine off the roof. Dripping down. So I think our air conditioner is now draining properly. I don't think we'll have any more issues with that. Okay, and as you can see, the water is now flowing. It's awesome. No more dripping inside. So, I think we fixed that problem. Alright guys, if you've had a similar problem, that's what I would recommend doing. Hope this helped you out a little bit. If you liked the video, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, give a like, and we'll talk to you next time.